Much more popular. Surprisingly though, only one radar from Paraz, and that's Minotaur. Oh, never mind, they have a Yu Yang.
Yep, that is a very interesting choice.
Wait, a single DD and it's a Yu Yang? I mean,
they have no smoke.
They have no smoke, but then again, they chose ships that survive, that play without smoke.
Yeah.
They chose double Zao, double Hinden. Both are ships that don't really require smoke to be effective. Oops.
That is going to be pretty interesting. Who is blowing their horn? Whoever needs to do it needs to stop. I don't want that horn glitch again. Of course it's one of the Germans.
Of course it's the Germans.
Alright, so... Paraz... Oh, I don't know how they're gonna play this because they only have one real radar in the Minotaur.
Can this actually render?
But it looks like our opening deployment, we're sending Zhao's Hindenburg, and a Montana towards the A side, so that's going to be a very hard flank. And then we've got Zhao, Montana going to stall at C, and the Yu Yang and the Minotaur are going to B at first. I'd imagine the Yu Yang is just heading towards B through that gap, or A, I mean, and the Minotaur is probably going to post up on an island near B to give A support.
Yeah, RAIN deploying Gearing, Hinden, Des Moines towards A. No doubt they want to get Des Moines behind that island north of A. And they're sending the Minotaur towards B. Once again, not surprising that the position near the East Island is such a common position. And Gearing, Hinden, Republic supporting C. And the Yamato is also going to support A. I feel like Paraz, they picked such an unconventional comp. They're gonna have, making it work against a team like RAIN, well, it's gonna be interesting. It's not gonna be an easy comp to play though, because once again, it doesn't rely on smokes at all, and the reason you bring two Zhaos is a lot of pushing, kiting, maneuverability, and not being locked down into a position. To be fair, considering the last game, they got mostly killed because the ships that were trying to hold static positions were being constantly farmed. Moving away from the static positions into a more flexible kiting like lineup does make sense from a strategic point of view.
Yeah. We just spotted your gearing, so we'll see how that goes. Looks like our carrier just got destroyed on that captain.
Yeah, he lost that fighter squad instantly.
So that gearing should be forced out because it looks like the Yu Yang. Oh, it's a smoke Yu Yang? Or is that
really?
Yeah, it's a smoke Yu Yang. He's leading the Minotaur in towards A. So that means they're going to get air control over this cap, and they're going to have a radar over this cap. But where does the Minotaur go once the smoke ends? It's not a gearing smoke, so it's like less than a minute, I think.
Yeah, it's 7 seconds, I think, is Pan-Asian smoke.
Yeah, so
that is certainly unconventional. That is certainly unconventional. The reason why you don't take Yu Yang instead of gearing, especially smoke Yu Yang, is first of all you don't have defensive AA, which is a pretty big deal with carriers in the game, especially super Unicom carriers. And second of all, the smoke duration is so short that if your job is to smoke someone up, you kind of have to hover near him the entire time because you have to go back and refresh it over and over again. Whereas with the gearing, you have these 2-minute smokes, which give you a lot of breathing room.
Also underrated is the deep water torps can't catch destroyers at all. So, like those lucky torps you see sometimes turn games, like when Flambas eats 3 torps at the start or something.
Yeah.
Then that can't happen if you bring a Yu Yang.
Indeed. Well, right, gearing contesting C, and I don't honestly see anything. Well, they don't really have any radars, do they? They have the one Minotaur and they know where it is. Yeah. So C is gonna go to RAIN instantly.
Yep, and then I think the one thing that's going to be really annoying too is that DD that goes to C. I know RAIN is not going to make the mistake.
Smoke going into the torps going into the Minotaur smoke.
Yeah, he's well safe.
Okay.
The smoke is actually just fading as the torps pass through. So
yeah, that's how short. That's how short smoke is. Like questionable. Very questionable.
That's a very interesting play. It looks like the Minotaur is going to get into that gap between A and B.
Oh, Sebastian has eaten an early chunk, the Hindenburg.
Yeah, we just spotted him. It looks like our 3 cruisers down there are giving him a lot of trouble. They're just focusing fire on him and pressuring him as hard as they can.
Equal trades on the caps, and yeah, there was a drop coming in towards the Hindenburg, but it got repelled. Yeah, Zhao has eaten some early damage as well.
Yeah, he's a Zao, and he's on the flanking side, so he'll be running away the entire game anyway. So he's not too concerned about that. I think the real problem right now is so Way XXX and the Minotaur is in the gap we talked about for a while. Whenever we see this map played, in between A and B, but they haven't forced the RAIN ships out of the back corner, so he can be farmed when he's there. That's a big problem for him right now, especially if Tikane can make his way down towards the 1-2 line. He can just shoot this Minotaur in a Yamato.
Yeah, they are trying to put some pressure on him, but honestly, it's going to be really hard I think the Minotaur has a lot of support. I don't see them being able to push down the 1-2 line to contest him, because Paraz realized that there's an option that they might push this flank, and it looks like they have a lot of support there. Like double Kingdom, Montana, Yu Yang, is there a Zao there as well? Good luck pushing past all that.
I mean, the thing is, they don't have to push past all that. They can shoot him from the C line. They can just shoot him from back there. They have to put pressure on these guys to get the pressure off Way XXX.
Yeah, it looks like the radar ran out, so that's most likely going to be at a camp. I am Lulu Snail has a nice train of torps going into that smoke, but unlikely to land any of them.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the radar? Is that a second radar?
Yeah, that was the first one was plane spotting, I believe, and then the second one is actually.
Yeah, that's the Minotaur radar.
Yeah.
They're not able to hit. They're not able to hit the Yu Yang though, because RAIN hasn't got enough pressure on the C side to be able to deny this camp.
Yeah. This is a problem. This is a big problem for Paraz right now. These two ships are basically sitting ducks under this radar, and they have a Des Moines, I think, shooting at them.
But the Des Moines is also hitting a lot of return fire. The Des Moines is half HP.
Yeah, now he's in a smoke, so that should, over time, slow down. He should stop eating as much damage. But what Paraz needs to do is start pushing up these 3 damage-dealing cruisers onto RAIN's side of the map. If they can do that, Tikane is in a huge trouble, because he can't run away in his Yamato like a Montana can. Verbaston will get chased down and killed, and the Des Moines, once he's forced into open water, is not going to have a fun time.
Oh, that fighter squad being sniped by the Des Moines very quickly.
Yeah, that's probably defensive. Probably doesn't want Verbaston to stay spotted as much as possible.
Yeah, I think they just try to deny spotting as much as possible, because Verbaston is being farmed quite heavily.
Yeah. Well, right now...
Wait, they denied the cap? They didn't get B? Seeds is actually contesting it now. No, he's
basically... what's gonna happen here is, like, they're gonna... Ooh, Lulu's now just got chunked for 10k, but that's not too big of a deal. But Way XXX and Seeds are just gonna basically be stuck contesting there. And now it's going to be determined on which team can push in to get angles.
Torps going into from the other side?
Yeah.
If they're hugging the island, they're never going to hit.
Yeah, they're very well protected from torpedoes. The biggest problem right now for Paraz is, I don't know, we have no spotting on your group over at C, so we don't know if they're going to have an angle on our Minotaur soon. And if they
they are pushing. The Republic and the Hinden are pushing very quickly down that line, because they want that angle, no doubt.
Yeah. Our Zao and Montana are giving up a lot of space, which is a big problem. If they give up enough area of map, they can't protect this Minotaur anymore.
Is the carrier trying to drop into that?
That is a very questionable play.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like more like he's trying to spot.
Yeah, any damage you do, though, is going to be healed and/or all your planes are getting shot down. I don't think it's...
Oh, massive volley! Holy crap, that battleship AP, that was Montana across the map over 2 different islands, and of course they landed down the length of the ship, so they got full penetrations. Massive chunk on Seeds, and Seeds is, well, he's mad now, and he's trying to bail.
Yeah, he has to bail. If he stays there, they're probably going to swap him with Strahozovoy Gnevny in the gearing.
Yeah.
If anything, just have RAIN, have Seeds support the group that's kiting, and have Gnevny try to contest.
Oh man, that was nasty. That was a nasty chunk.
So, you ever, in random battles, when you see, 3 things pop up that you didn't really have scouted, and you're in a Yamato, and you're just like, oh no? That's Tikane right now.
Yeah, Zao auto-kill is actually eating a lot of damage. Both the Republic and the Hindenburg are farming him. He's down to 26k.
Yeah, I can't see them getting a kill on him in the near future, though. No, he should be able to dodge.
The thing is, though, they can't keep him spotted with planes. It looks like. He'll be able to dodge a lot of it, but still, they're going to put constant pressure. Whoa, Mr. DC is hitting a lot of damage in return, though.
Yeah. I think the big issue is for RAIN on this side. Even if they do a lot of damage to the Zao, the problem is the Zao's victory condition is to just not die and do damage. They have to get into position, not lose a lot of health, so that they can still shoot the Minotaur in B.
B once again being kept. With a smoke. Oh, there's the radar.
Yep.
There is the radar.
Way XX.
Yeah, but the team is so far.
Holy, Mr. GC is down to 8K. I don't know what happened there.
Wow.
He tried to turn out in front of
He gave broadside to the Montana. No. He should have just reversed. He tried to make a full turn while spotted, and the Montana punished him big time.
That is so bad now, because if this Republic pushes unsupported into a Zhao and a Montana, like,
yeah. Well, Mr. GC has to play so safe now, because that was Citadel damage as well, which isn't healed the same way that the normal pens. Both kill is down to 10k as well, though.
Yeah.
Oh, what a huge volley! And he finishes him. Wow, and they're in trouble now. TK is in huge trouble. I think he overextended. He stayed too long with these cruisers pushing up the flank. He's trying to snipe the Zhao. Is that the 32-kilometer shot he's trying to go for?
Oh my god. If this lands, I will buy myself a beer.
That's the 32-kilometer shot he's trying to go for on the Zhao. That's spotter plane Yamato. Random battle, the dream come true sniper shot.
That's too stylish. His lead was on point. He guessed the...
yeah, but the thing is, was it worth the shoot to get spotted? Because he's being constantly farmed. Like, he went for a really, really low chance to hit and increased his detection range massively while he's being constantly farmed.
Yeah, Malimu actually just ate a torp too. I don't know if he's flooding or if that's just the fires, but... Oh, Montana broadside coming in. Oh, wow. Only 2k.
He's on fire.
He's on down to the Zhao and Montana group.
He's got double fires on him.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a damage cone. He's healing to counter it, but that's still so much health lost.
I mean,
and B does get flipped.
Yeah, B is flipped. Malimu is now alone 2v1 on this flank, so he's eventually gonna die. I don't see him winning a 2v1 against the Zhao and Montana.
I mean, I have to say, ever switching ships and switching setups, this is so convincing. Look at the health pulls. 410k to 245. In the last game, it looked like RAIN was completely outgunning Paraz. In this game, it looks like Paraz is completely outgunning RAIN, like completely outgunning them. And they made that risky push into the middle with a questionable Yu Yang of all things, and they're just slaughtering. Yeah,
right now, I think we were gonna see. I think RAIN's goal right now is they're gonna try to blunt these 3-cruiser push over here.
They're trying to push it, but honestly, RAIN is taking just as much damage as they're dealing. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is an issue.
There are torps going in. There are torps going in on Battleshipper.
Okay.
Oh
my Doge. He's so low now.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Des Moines armor doesn't shatter really. Any part of his armor doesn't shatter this HE that he's eating. So every time HE hits him, he's eating raw damage.
Yeah. Oh, Republic finally goes down.
It finally burns down.
So that opens up the entire seaside. So I would... This month...
Torps are coming in on Battleshipper now.
Alright, watching.
He's angled. If he keeps reversing... No, it might hit him in the nose.
Oh, he's gonna die to this, I think.
No, it's the perfect... My torps never work like that. My torps never get that perfect dispersion. Holy crap. That was, honestly, that was so lucky.
Yeah, that was
2 torps on the nose.
If Oh My Doge goes down here, that's gonna be really bad for RAIN. However, now that Tikane is rotating back in to get crossfires on Fred Meister and Otto.
Yeah, that just turned the game around. That was such a because this entire push is going to stop now, because they got that insanely lucky torpedo spread on the Hindenburg, and that screwed up Paraz's entire push, because they were like 3 versus 4 already. Now they're 2 versus 4. Yeah,
and now like we see Tikane coming in on the Yamato, so this Zhao is going to go down momentarily for sure. And then Aardvark, on the other hand, I think he ate torps, or the carrier struck him, but he's down to 12k and getting farmed by a gearing in smoke.
Oh wow.
Aardvark.
Yeah, Seeds is just sitting in that smoke farming him.
Yeah. So right now, what Paraz has to do is they're ahead. I don't know why they were pushing to begin with.
Yeah, why are they trying to charge this flank when they have 200 point lead with 2 caps?
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Yeah, this is just straight up dumb. They need to cut their losses. Tikane eats like 2 deep water torps, but the Zhao is dead.
Yeah, well, why are they pushing this flank? This is like OP when they had the huge lead and they started just pushing in one at a time. Stop.
Yep.
Please stop.
Please stop. It's time to stop.
Right?
But Fred Meister's going down now. Like, there's no 2 ways about it. And then that means I would immediately...
He's living so long for some reason. He finally goes down.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, the Rainbow is full HP.
Yeah, Arbidark is about to go down maybe to carrier planes here in a second.
It's one single squad, or one single plane.
Oh. Goodbye, the dream. And now it looks like your Minotaur is making a move to get shots, or at least to prevent us from pushing C. However, the bright side is, it's a Yamato in the open with no AA near him. So,
Lulusnail grounded. But it's not really that big of an issue, he's so angled.
I think 3 torpedoes on Tikane? 4.
Wow, really?
So he's not at 20k.
Yeah, the Hindenburg is very low, Des Moines is very low. Even though they have well, the ships are even. Like, it's... The health spread is so weird on Paraz, though. They have a 10k health Montana and a full HP Montana. Like, what?
Yeah. Actually, Tikane is going to go down here. He's getting farmed by Hindenburg and Smoke, and he just had to repair a flood.
Yeah. And this carrier is keeping me spotted with the torpedo planes, it looks like.
Yeah.
850 points, Rain has to make a move.
Yep. I don't see what Rain's move is, aside from just push both of those cruisers that are on the 1-2 line into the enemy. There's really nothing else they can do.
Oh wow, he's a really big chunk. That Hindenburg HE is so nasty.
Yeah, and this Hindenburg is in Smoke, so he'll have at least somewhat of an advantage over whatever he has to fight.
910 points. B is being contested by the gearing.
I mean, normally Way XXX can just reverse and start chunking that guy down.
Lulusnail is breaking this out. This Zao tried to push in. I don't know why. And holy crap, this Minotaur DPM.
Oh, C's spotted.
He finally gets undetected, but
I don't know what he was thinking there.
Zao is yes, he's going for it. Of course, he's chunked him down to so low. Why wouldn't he go for it? This is a chance to extend the game.
Yeah, and if he kills this guy, that means there's really no pressure.
Seeds is spotted
anymore. He's spotted, but no one has shots.
Yeah, is the Minotaur even contesting the camp? No, he's just outside. He's just outside. He's not contesting. No. Oh, they flip it. And now the Zao is in huge trouble.
Oh, he went forward to get the radar on the.
Zao is trying to put the island between them. Oh wait, the Zao kills the gearing. What a great shot. 988. If the Zao can just live behind the island.
He's beached, so I don't think he can even kill himself if he wanted to.
Yeah, he's really trying to live here. Oh, Lulusnail is trying to go for it. No, hug the island. Stop reversing. Hug the island. What are you doing?
I don't think
reverse.
One shell.
Oh my god, why would he reverse?
Wow.
Holy crap. 1-1. 1-1.
Yeah.
I would have said this Paraz victory was as impressive as the Rain one if it hadn't been for Paraz late game. Paraz late game, that push was horrible. Why oh why did they make that push? They had the easiest win in their bag, and then they started pushing and throwing away ships. And what was a really easy win ended up being surprisingly close for no real reason.
Yeah, absolutely. That push was extremely questionable, especially since they know that, what is Rain going to do? They have to come back.
Exactly. And they have to push into double Hinden and, like, Zao and stuff. Like, no one wants to push into that. That's the worst comp to push into. So why would they be the ones pushing? Like...
Yeah, I don't get it. And then... Yeah, that was strange. I think the one thing, though, that can't be understated is Mr. DC's misplay on the C flank actually cost them the game.
True, but then again, Rain did get really lucky with torps on the nose of that one Hindenburg. 2 perfect torps right on the nose. That was, like, insane RNG.
That is true. I think he might have been dead regardless, though, because at that point, they were all basically stopped by one. They couldn't really advance anymore, and the Yamato was already looking at them. And we all know that a good player in a Yamato looking at basically stationary ships is going to inflict damage all the time.
Yeah, like, the whole push was questionable. Not just, like, regardless of those fairly lucky torpedoes that hit him on the nose, regardless of those, they were still pushing 3 versus 4 into 2 cruisers, a gearing, and a Yamato when they had cap and point lead. Why? Why do that? Why not hide behind the island, smoke up, and spam the Yamato when he finally tries to push in? Like, why put yourself in that position in the first place?
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, we were bashing on Paraz, but they still managed to win.